felzbug, and I'm back with another review. Oh man, and here we have Jhiaxus, and oh man does this look great. And the only reason I know to say Jhiaxus is because I read an interview where they said, well, when they created him, that they thought they'd get fired, so they just named him Jhiaxus. So yeah, it's always easy for me to remember that one. But Jhiaxus right there. And man, oh man, does he look awesome. And I have to say, he is bright. And he is super fluorescent orange. Yeah. And wow, it does look pretty awesome though, I gotta admit. Even though I had to buy a special marker just for hands to do the picture. Yeah. So right there, Jhiaxus. So yeah, let's turn to the side. Oh man, so you see the side and got the little picture and O2, and it kind of shows a Decepticon symbol there, but we knows he ain't no Decepticon. He's not a part of that struggle there. So let's turn again, and we got the back. And here in the back, we can see Jhiaxus. Jhiaxus longs to end the conflict between the Autobots and Decepticons, not for peace, but because he views their battle as a stain upon the universe. To him, they're a bunch of obsolete models who should be replaced by superior beings able to rise above the urges of war. Man, and that says jet mode, and that's it. But at the bottom, it's the techie specs. Oh man, I done missed the techie specs. So let's take a look here. And well, he got the strength of an 8, the intelligence of a 10. Oh man, he's got the speed of a, well, I tried to figure that out. I think it's a 6, but it might be as low as a 5, which is pretty bad for a jet. Anyway, he has the endurance of a 7, the rank of an 8, the courage of an 8, the fire blast of a 7, and the skill of a 7. Man, if you're gonna talk like you're the end all be all, you should be like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. How are you? You know, I'm talking to a figure now. But I gotta wonder, how is he superior if he's got these kind of, well, mediocre tech speckies? And then you got Optimus who's like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And he's like, oh, I'm superior because I have the skill of a 7. That ain't superior in my book. Alright, let's turn it back to the front. So there it is. And I cannot wait to open this up and check it out. And also I get a look at the pictures in the comic book. Oh man, I do love those comics. Takara really should have come with comics too, but it's sad they don't. Alright, so let's open them up. Let's go. Woohoo! Alright, so here is Jhiaxus and his vehicular mode, and man, oh man, do I think this looks awesome. And it really, it's this real bright, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but this is really highlighter orange. When I say highlighter orange, I mean highlighter orange. But, you know, I love it. I gotta admit that I love this color, and I think it looks fantastic. And they did do remolding when compared to Armada Starscream. But it does look, I really do like the color scheme on this. I think it works pretty awesome, even though it's a little bit unrealistic, you know. You know, you're going to go into a battle, and what color do you want to be? Well, highlighter orange. You know, I mean, it's really not the best choice for colors. So, but yeah, it does look fantastic. On the sides, he did come with 2 guns. So I'm just going to turn it this way. Yeah. So he's got 2 guns that link up at the bottom there. And, yep, you know, he of course got landing gear. Does have the front landing gear and the back landing gear. And let's just get Starscream in here to compare. And if we bring Starscream, it's really the nose cone and the wings is where the difference is. Oh, also on the back wings too. We'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, and if you look at the front, yeah, Starscream's much longer, has these ridges. This doesn't, and there's a second fold for the transformation on the nose cone. So yeah, those are the difference. And where the landing gear is, here's Starscream's over here, and here's Jhiaxus. So right there. And for the back, of course, for the wings are much fatter on Jhiaxus as compared to Starscream, and I'll move that there because white background. And if you see the wings over here, the tail fins, I guess, yeah, are much bigger on Jhiaxus than on Starscream. But yeah, as far as the other parts, they seem to be about the same. So, but really, I think it's pretty fantastic. So, yep, let's get to the transformation. Alright, so let's get Jhiaxus into his robot mode. So, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to close off the landing gear here and here, and I'm going to take off the guns. And with the guns, which are pretty cool looking guns actually, right here. So, yeah, very nice details on it. And it does look really good. It has a peg right there, and on the wing it just has that small peg right there, and so it just pegs in. So yeah, that's all. Once you do that, now I'm going to go and I'm going to unhinge the arms, move those out of the way. Alright, once we do that, we can separate the feet and then turn it toward the front and separate, turn to the front. And this is a real easy transformation, and it really is simple, and I really like it. I mean, it's one of my favorites because I liked Armada Starscream, so, and I like the way this really works. Now in the instructions, now we take this, fold this in, because this is not Armada Starscream, you don't have this move. So here, once we get this, I'll just take this and move this. So here we go, we'll just move this in, and it just, if you see, it just stuffs in there like this. And then you have Jhiaxus right here, move this here. And one thing you can do, now the instructions basically say this is it, Jhiaxus like this, but you can move the wings. I mean, you can go, you kind of have to fiddle with it a bit, but you kind of, hold on, yeah, you kind of have to get it, move this down. So you can move it down, so if you wanted to, you could put them back like this out of the way, or you could rotate it, you know, much like Starscream. Rotate it to the, move this over and rotate it here like this. You know, but if you put these down, you're going to have to tilt these, you know, so it'll fit. But you can always just put it to the back or put it down like that. So it's really up to you how you want to set them up. But it does take a little bit of fiddling, and it might pop off, but that's okay. I kind of like it down out of the way, so it kind of makes them look a little different than Starscream. So yeah, so this is how I'm going to put him. So yeah, let's get to the details. Alright, and look at that head sculpt. I mean, that is fantastic. I really do like that head sculpt. It's just so fantastic for the character, and it really does look awesome. I really like what they did there, and it just really works. And I'm glad that they didn't just, you know, kind of go on the cheap and just make it exactly like Starscream, because they do have some differences. And actually, let me bring in Starscream real fast just to show you the top part of the chest. Now here, because of transformation, it's nice and closed, that chest. But on Starscream, he had that big gaping hole. You know, so right there, that's something that I really like, that they fixed that. And you could see the chest, how the chest between Starscream and Jhiaxus is very different. And then when you get over here, the front of it, you can see Starscream has this molded part here. He doesn't. He has the same vents, but the upper part is different. And the arms are the same. Those arms, legs are the same, except for the fins right here. Which is the same. They don't move in, whereas Starscream, who fell down, had this, where this part moved up like this in robot mode. So yeah. So that's really some of the differences there. But really excellent job on it. And let's move this down, move the camera down a little bit and get a good look. And so I think this is excellent. I'm really happy with this figure. I really like the way it looks. I like that they used the translucent on the guns in the back. Starscream had the orange, but this has, just clear. And I think it looks good. And of course it can flip up like this, just like Starscream. So it's up. So you can have the look, that Starscream look right there. Move up the camera a little bit. But really awesome. And also he does have, I almost forgot to put in his guns. So he comes with his 2 guns, which I think this is awesome. I really like it. And it's not just a simple, let's do, Skywarp, let's do, Thundercracker. They actually did a lot of changes to him to make him his own character. And I think it's awesome. I love the chest. I love that, this part here. I think it's fantastic. I really like what they did. So, yeah, let's get to the summation. Alright, let's go. But first, I know I should have done it at the beginning, but I plumb forgot. So, I'm doing a shout out real fast to Julian Lester. He done did a repaint of Straffi and G1 colors, and he asked me, hey, can you take a look? And I was like, sure. And they said, hey, can you do a shout out? And I was like, okay, I'll try. So shout out to Julian. I hope that was good. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so now on to the summation, which I've done been waiting for. Oh man, what can I say? When you take a figure that you already like, and then they do a repaint or a remold, sometimes you're like, why would they do that? That was awesome the way it was. And sometimes it works. And in this case, it done worked. I mean, it really worked. And I love that they weren't lazy on it, that they actually changed the chest, that they changed the wings, and that they actually improved that chest part. I'm real happy about that. So man, oh man, is it ever nice, shiny, and good. So we all know, if it's nice, shiny, and good, it can only mean one thing. Anticipation. Are you ready? Are you waiting? Are you ready? Are you waiting? Are you ready? Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. Oh man. Oh man, that is good. You know what? He done tastes like tangerines. Oh man, I do love tangerines. What would a tangerine flavored transformer? That's even better. So nice, shiny, and good. Good toy. Good toy. Bye.